Alrighty, well, I'm boiling some water from my hot water bags. I've got my pumpkins here for my deer. Ah, got these from the job I was working on there. They give them to me. They're all finished with them now. They had them on the steps there to the house, going up the door to the door of the house. But that's all over with now. So let's go back. Let's go back and let's have a dinner date with my deer. But she's not actually here right now. If she was here, she'd probably run away when she saw me coming, really. But when she comes, she'll see that there's some good pumpkins here for her. I've got the hatchet here, and I'll just watch what we do here. There we go. Oh, there we go now. There we go. There you go, little girl. Look at that, eh? Deer for my deer. Pumpkins for my deer. Here we go now. Oh boy, eh? That's a good hatchet. It's going to be awful messy, though, after I do all this hatcheting with the, hatcheting up everything. Okay, now, I'll bet she'll come and eat this, because this is good stuff. This would be a real treat for her, I would think. Oh, my goodness, eh? Look at that, eh? There we go. Want to make her life a little... That one's a bit moldy, but still, it'll be okay. Okay, now, should probably keep the seeds and find a way of roasting them, but I'm not going to bother. She can have those too. And we got one more. One more here. I'll bet she'll love these things. I hope she does, anyway. You know what they say, eh? Happy deer, happy life, or something like that. There we go. Ooh, I don't even like the smell of pumpkins. I can really smell them now. Anyway, she'll smell them too, and she probably feels differently about it. There they are. Alright, let's go back up to the camp. Yeah. There you go. There they are. Yeah. I hope she comes and has a good feed anyway. It'll be good for her to have a nice feed of pumpkin. Yeah. Fill her old belly up with some pumpkin, eh? Alright. Boiling water. There's Rocky. Hi, Rocky. I gotta come in, sweetheart. I gotta come in. Gotta put the hatchet away. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh. You don't make it easy. There we go. Here we go now, eh? There's the hatchet. It's a little rusty, but it works. And the thing is, I keep it here because if this place ever takes fire, if my big buddy heater decides to burn it to the ground someday, I'm going to just pull all this crap down here. And I'm going to bust out the center window. And then I'm going to toss Rocky out, and I'm going out behind them. I'll put the blankets out over the window to protect us from glass and stuff. And I'll throw Rocky out, and I'll go out behind him anyway. That's what we'll do. That's my plan to escape if there's a fire. Hi, Rocky. How are you, my pet? So it's good to have that hatchet up there anyway. That may save our lives someday. That's the idea behind it anyway. I gotta get the funnel because, hi, Rocky. Gotta get the funnel. Look at him, eh? I do love that little guy. I do. Can't even describe it. Alright, here we go. Just about brings a tear to my eye. It does. It kind of does bring a tear to my eye, actually. But here we go. Yeah. Wonderful little guy. Anyway, this was an absolutely beautiful day. And I got all the brush over at my job burnt. And we got the lawn furniture put away for the winter time. And, yeah, it's all good. Huh. We did it all anyway. Oh. Yeah. Gotta remember to let the funnel empty out before it gets to the top of the bottle, because otherwise it'd overflow. I've made that mistake once or twice, 3 or 4, a dozen or 2 times. So, yeah, there we go. We'll do the other one here too. If I get absent-minded, which does happen, hard to believe, I know, that I'd ever be absent-minded, but trust me, it does happen. I know everybody's just shocked out there to hear that, but it does happen. And when it does, sometimes there's a little overflowage. I clipped the clips for the bags up there so that I don't lose them, because I had trouble with losing them before, not being able to find them. So that eliminates that issue. There we go. Alright, now I'll have to refill my kettle. Funny, when I was a kid, they used to play old movies on Sunday afternoons on the TV. It was nice to watch them on a rainy Sunday afternoon in the summertime when you couldn't really go out and play outside. And the movies were called Ma and Pa Kettle. And it was about a family called the Kettles, and there was Ma and Pa Kettle. And I don't know how many kids they had, but I don't know, it was a lot. Anyway, they had a lot of kids. And I guess they didn't watch movies on rainy days anyway. They didn't have television. They were doing other things when it was raining, and they weren't able to go outside and play. They were staying in and playing and making kids. It's what they were doing. And they made a lot of them anyway. They had a huge family. I remember different episodes of it. There was one episode where Pa Kettle, I think he had been struck by lightning, although I'm not 100% certain now. And you gotta remember, I saw these movies 50 years ago. But, and the tinker come around, you know, the guy who makes pots and pans. He had a horse-drawn wagon and everything, and he had all these pots and pans on the side of his wagon hanging up. And, you know, the tinker was the guy that made all that stuff. That's where the saying, not giving a tinker's dam comes from, because tinkers apparently were known to curse a lot. I suppose when they were making the pots and pans, beating out the metal with the hammer, they used to hit their fingers sometimes, and they'd let a curse word or 2 out. And so that's where that comes from, that something wasn't worth a tinker's dam. Anyway, when he walked past the tinker's wagon that was in his yard, and he'd been struck by lightning, I believe that's what it was, and it had made him magnetic. And so when he walked past the tinker's wagon, all the pots that were hanging on the side of the wagon like that, they all did this. Whoop, you know, they all come up from the side of the wagon as he walked by. Anyway, just something kind of comical I remember from when I was a little kid anyway. Old Pa Kettle had been temporarily made magnetic. So metal was kind of drawn to him, I guess, as you know, when he walked by the tinker's wagon, all the pots came up off the side of the wagon. Pretty funny stuff anyway, looking back on it. That's it for now. I hope you're all doing well. I had a pretty good day. I'm pretty happy. You know, look at that view. A nice day like this always makes me happy, especially at this time of the year, because I'm really appreciative of it. You know, any day at this time of the year that I'm not freezing, I'm pretty happy. And when I get to see the sun, that's even better. Anyway, we'll talk to y'all later.